Welcome, everybody, to live continuing coverage of IGLA 2013 Championship. We're live from the King County Aquatic Center here in Federal Way, Washington, just south of Seattle. This broadcast is being brought to you by the CC Sports Network, where diversity lives. This is our live web streaming sports initiative project. Our goal to travel the country, bringing you the best in the gay and lesbian sports experience from all over the United States. From tennis, volleyball, soccer, and swimming, we have sports to cover for you. Today's broadcast is being sponsored by IGLA 2013 and the Seattle Orca Swim Team. To learn more about the International Gay and Lesbian Aquatics Association, make sure you visit their website at IGLA.org. We also like to thank viewers like you. Your support, your donations, and your sponsorship help us to secure the financial funding that's needed to bring you these events. We also want to give a special shout out to swimming athlete Stephen Palmer, who donated yesterday to our fundraising campaign for 2013. Stephen, thank you. You now have entered into the leaderboard in the number 3 spot, right behind David Livesey, the tennis athlete from Houston. And right above Reverend Jim Merritt and his partner Al Leach. Reverend Jim Merritt is the pastor over at Trinity MCC Church in Gainesville, Florida. Charles Humes and James Ward, the other 2 tennis athletes, fill out our leaderboard in the top 5. So I want to thank Stephen especially, and for all those who have donated to the CC Sports Network. So we want to thank everybody for coming in to day 3 of the live web streaming here at IGLA 2013. My name is Thomas Garnett, executive producer for CC Sports Network. I want to thank everybody for joining us.
IGLA champions, we are getting ready to start. This is day 4 of the 2013 IGLA Championships. And I'm going to give you a little advance warning that we will now be playing the national anthem of the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. Juanita DeFuca wants you to know it's time to get going. Lane 1. Heat 1 in the odd pool, Heat 2 in the even pool. Okay, sorry about that.
This is the 800 meter freestyle. In lane 3, Anita Cole from Long Beach Grunions, Miriam Tulao from Team New York, and Dana Trujillo.
This is the women's 800 meter freestyle. In Heat 1, being swum in the odd pool, we have in lane 5, Dana Trujillo from Long Beach Grunions. In lane 4, we have Miriam from Team New York Aquatics. Heat 2 of the women's 800 meter freestyle is being swum in the even pool. In lane 1, we have Robin Utu from Long Beach Grunions. Lane 2, Kathleen Morris from San Diego. In lane 3, Britta Fritz from Cologne, Germany. Sarah Hewitt in lane 4 from DCAC. In lane 5, Rachel Cutler from Team New York Aquatics. And lane 6, Kristen Bowles from that's in Swim Fort Lauderdale. And in lane 7, from Team New York Aquatics, Kathleen Romano. Athlete? Oh, Kathleen. I'm like, athlete? I've never heard that name before.
There's lots of names I haven't heard before. I must have been placed or something.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Clear consensus among the troops.
Anita Cole in lane 3, Miriam in lane 4, Dana for lane 5. This is the 800 meter free relay, 800 meter freestyle. In the lead right now in lane 5 is Dana Trujillo, Long Beach Grunions. Over in Heat 2, which is in the even pool, the south pool underneath the scoreboard, you can't see that. Robin Utu, Kathleen Morris, Britta Fritz, Sarah Hewitt, Rachel Cutler, Kristen Bolt, and Kathleen Romano are competing.
With 72 points, Minnesota Ice Masters. In 5th place with 87 points, Squid Swim Team. In 4th place with 89 points, Colorado Masters Swimming. In 3rd place with 94 points, Atlanta Rainbow Trout. In 2nd place with 110 points, Boston Lanes. And in 1st place in the small team category, Finn's Aquatic Club. In the medium team category, after 3 days of competition, in 6th place with 165 points, Different Strokes San Diego. In 5th place with 172 points, Queer Utah Aquatic Club. In 4th place with 240 points, San Francisco Tsunami Masters. In 3rd place with 401 points, West Hollywood Aquatics. And in 2nd place in the medium team category with 408 points, the home team, Orca Swim Team and Puget Sound Masters. And in 1st place in the medium team category with 490 points, the Long Beach Grunions. In the large team category, after 3 days of competition, with 1,056 points, in second place, Team New York Aquatics. In first place in the large team category with 1,390 points, District of Columbia Aquatics.
Not showing up like 2/3 of the way through this, start calling for them by name.
Okay.
Just for heat one. Just, hey, you know, Thomas, I don't see you. Thomas Williams, where are you? You should be down. And that's it.
And that's it.
Dana Trujillo from Long Beach Grunions with a commanding lead here in the first heat, event 29, women's 800-meter freestyle.
30.
No competition for her as she continues her push to get a decent time for qualifying for the final race. Miriam Tulio, Team New York. Miriam, I'm probably pronouncing your last name wrong, sorry. She's in second. Anita Cole from Long Beach is third. On tap for today after the 800-meter freestyle.
Just a reminder that heat 3 of the women's 800-meter freestyle will be swung in heat and pool immediately after the conclusion of heat 2.
At around 9:40 Seattle time will be the 4x100 free relay. About 10:30 Seattle time will be the 100-meter backstroke. 11 o'clock Seattle time will be the 100 individual medley. And then we finish up the swimming competition today around 12 with the 4x50 medley relay. I'll keep posting those times in the chat room for you so you'll know.
In the 800-meter freestyle race in heat 1, to remember that they need to be watching the clock because the 800-meter Heat 1 of the men's 800-meter freestyle will begin in the odd pool immediately following the conclusion of Heat 1 of the women's 800-meter freestyle.
Don't forget, everybody, the chat room is open. If you have an opportunity, feel free to jump in the chat room, share your comments, well wishes to fans, athletes, friends out here. Talk amongst yourself. The chat room is designed to build a community while we're doing our live streaming. It's something new that we've offered. We started it in our last broadcast with the Columbus Classic Tennis Tournament and had a great time chatting while the live broadcast is going on. So feel free to do that if you like. It's a new feature that we're offering on the new platform that we've started. That a lot of people seem to like. Much easier to go back through the archives, see the old matches, and everything is conveniently in one place on one page. So we're going to stick to it since everybody seems to really like the new format. 9 minutes, 30 seconds. Dana Trujillo, Long Beach, number 5, in lane 5. Still with a good lead, about 4 body lengths.
9 minutes into Heat 2 of the women's 800-meter freestyle.
Over
Sarah
Miriam.
Hewitt of PCAC is leading the field. David Seta, Timothy Parks Lynch. Make sure that you make your way to the odd pool to begin your race immediately following the women's 800-meter freestyle. Juanita DeFuca wants you to remember you can pick up your awards at the awards table at the front entrance of the Aquatic Center.
Are you not swimming today?
No. I think Eric's going to be here after the 800 freestyle, which makes me super, super happy.
Why? Great job. Because he doesn't have anything else he could do, right? Is that what it amounts to?
And that's the bell! It looks like Sarah Hewitt is coming in for the final lap. Sarah Hewitt leading the field, followed by Britta Fritz of Cologne, followed by Kristen Bowles from Fort Lauderdale. St. Fort Lauderdale, that's right.
St. Fort Lauderdale, that works.
And there's Sarah Hewitt coming in lane 4. First place, Sarah Hewitt, DCAC. Congratulations, Sarah.
Sarah's in the even pool
With
that
a
you
time
can't see.
of 11:41.
Well, Mike, that was her
Oh.
That was her last
With a time that is of 12:21:40 in first place.
How old is she? Sarah Hewitt. Sarah Hewitt, 33.
So, she's 33, yeah.
Okay, so
But she beat her seat time by 15 seconds.
I was just looking to see if she got a record, and our records are like 10 minutes. So
Yeah.
Sarah Hewitt, she's not in our show pool here. She was in Heat 2 over in the South Pool.
So lane 7 is 67 years old over there.
Lane-
She might,
lane 7.
lane 7 in that pool,
Okay, lane
so she might have a,
67.
what's the record for
14.
Oh no, she had a seat time of 16, I doubt that. And I don't think she's done.
Heat 3 of the women 800 freestyle. Please make sure that you are behind the blocks in the even pool. Heat 3 of the women's 800-meter freestyle will be swum in the even pool immediately following Heat 2 of the women's 800-meter freestyle. Men's. And that's the bell. In the odd pool in lane 5, we have Dana from Long Beach Drunions entering her final lap.
14:22. Dana.
The Long Beach Grunion team have 30 players. They're in the medium team category.
Waiting to swim the men's 800-meter freestyle is Barton Parnes.
And Dana Trulio is leading, and she's going to win Heat 1.
I have an amendment. Barnes. And they're here.
We're all there. That was my concern.
Dana finishes with a time of 15:13:33.
In her final lap is Miriam from Team New York Aquatics. Looking strong. In her final lap in the women's 800 meter freestyle is Kathleen Romano from Team New York Aquatics. In the odd pool coming in for her finish in lane 4 is Miriam with a time of 16:10.79. In her final lap in lane 8, coming in. Oh wait, that's lane. What is that? No, that's lane 1. Yeah. Sorry, that's lane 1. Robin from Long Beach Grunions in her final lap.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. She's in her final lap. Yeah. Finishing her swim in the 800 meter freestyle in lane 1 is Robin from Long Beach Grunions, coming into the wall. And that is heat 2 of the women's 800 meter freestyle, with Robin from Long Beach Grunions coming in with her time 17:09.69. 69.
Anita Cole from Long Beach Grunions is finishing up her swim in Heat 1, Event 29, the women's 800 meter freestyle here in the center pool, live at the King County Aquatic Center. IGLA 2013, swimming this morning, diving at 1 o'clock, water polo this afternoon. A lot of great action for you. Thank you for joining us here. This is the 4th day of IGLA 2013, but our 3rd day of live web streaming. We didn't cover the 1,500 meter freestyle, which is on the very first day that the competition began. So we started 2 days ago.
Heat 3. In lane 1, we have Carol Bailey from Long Beach Grunions. Lane 2, Molly Lincoln from DCAC. In lane 3, Elizabeth Watkins from Oregon. In lane 4, Jesse Hickle from Blue Wave Aquatics here in Federal Way. In lane 5, Erin Mayer from DCAC. In lane 6, a really long name, Lindsay looking for a lady from DCAC. In lane 7, Elke Hoffman from Philadelphia Finns. And in lane 8, IGLA record holder Patricia Powers from Long Beach Grunions. Juanita DeFuca is still looking for a good timer to help us out with the men's 800 meter freestyle. Did I miss it? In her final lap, coming into the wall, before her final lap, in lane 3 of the women's, heat 1 of the women's 800-meter freestyle is Anita Cole from the Long Beach Grunions. Anita Cole from the Long Beach Grunions finishing her swim. Coming into the wall. Anita Cole.
She did not instruct us fire.
Anita Cole finishing the 800-meter freestyle with a time of 21:50.83 from Long Beach. Men's heat 1. In heat 1 of the men's 800-meter freestyle, in lane 2, we have David Seta. In lane 3, we have Timothy Park Lynch from Team New York Aquatics. In lane 4, I have an amendment, Barton Parnes from Long Beach Grunions. In lane 5, Thomas Wilson. In lane 6, Bill Donovan. And in lane 7, Ken Hurd. Aaron Mayer in lane 5 is chasing an IGLA record. The IGLA record to beat is 10 minutes, 13 seconds. Let's see if she can keep up her pace.
This is heat 1 of the 800-meter freestyle for the men. In lane 2, David Seta from Atlanta. Lane 3, T. Parks Lindsay from Team New York. In lane 4, Barton Parnes from Long Beach. In lane 5, Thomas Wilson from West Hollywood. In lane 6, Bill Donovan from West Hollywood.
Watch Patricia Powers in lane 8 of the women's 800-meter freestyle. The record to beat for Patricia Powers is 13:48. Patricia's seat time is 12:47.
Thomas Wilson in the lead here from West Hollywood. His time at the wall, 3:52.36. Men's 800. This is the first heat. Live at the King County Aquatic Center.
Hugo wants you to know that you cannot dive in the diving pool. Diving is for divers in the diving pool, not for swimmers. Juanita has a paddle with your name on it if you do it again.
Thomas Wilson continues his lead here in the 800-meter freestyle. From New York, T. Lynn Park is second. He just hit the wall at 5:07.98. He's in lane 2.
Once again, Erin Mayer is chasing an IGLA record. The IGLA record for her to beat is 10 minutes, 13 seconds.
5:28.80 at the wall for Thomas Wilson. Still leading at number 1 in the number 1 spot. 800-meter
that's the bell
freestyle.
for Lindsay Warren Schreiner. Erin Mayer.
Thomas Wilson at the wall, 6:17.37. Sorry.
We are now watching in lane 8, Patricia Powers from Long Beach, Strenions, chasing the record of 13:48.05. A record that has stood for 10 years.
Thomas Wilson at the wall, 7:05.73.
And that's the bell for Patricia Powers in her final lap, looking to beat the IGLA record of 13:48. It appears she's going to demolish the record. Patricia Powers coming in the final length, chasing she is leading the IGLA record. You can see the IGLA record line moving across the pool. Patricia is well ahead of that line. Patricia Powers from the Long Beach Grunions in lane 8, finishing with a time of 12:25.71, breaking the IGLA record. Setting a new IGLA record, 12:25.71, Patricia Powers, lane 8, Long Beach Grunions.
Thomas Wilson at the wall at 8:42.60. He is still leading in number 1 spot. At 8:50.13 at the wall, Tim Parks Lynch.
Men's Heat 2.
In the last leg for Thomas Wilson, he gets the bell. He's at the wall, 11:53.21.
100-meter freestyle. Finishing first in Heat 1, Thomas Wilson in lane 5 of West Hollywood Aquatics with a time of 12:36.34. Juanita DeFuca wants you to remember that tomorrow is Saturday, where the women's exhibition water polo game will be played at 1:30.
On your screen in lane 3 and coming in second place, I believe that is Tim. The scoreboard has it listed as T.I. and just probably didn't have enough room to put his full name in. So if somebody in the chat room knows he's from Team New York, just let me know. But I believe that's Tim Park Lynch. And he's coming in for number 2 here in the men's 800-meter freestyle, Heat 1.
Finishing up in lane 3 is Timothy Parks Lynch from Team New York Aquatics with a time of 14:10.13.
Over at the course of course. Thanks.
I know. I didn't think it was going to be this long. Well, I was like, I saw the schedule. It said. Well, I was like. Yeah, I looked at the schedule and it said 8:40. So I was like, well.
Barton Parnes from Long Beach Grunions. He finishes up 15:38.19.
Juanita DeFuca wants you to remember that you can invite your father, mother, sister, brother to watch you swim. Tell them to go to IGLA2013.com and click on the banner. Water polo action from yesterday. In Game 9, San Francisco Su Madre defeated Salt Lake City Quack, Query-Utah Aquatic Club, in Game 9. In Game 10, Team New York Aquatics in a nail-biters defeated the Wetskins 9-8. In Game 9, San Francisco Tsunami, after playing rock, paper, scissors with Montreal, defeated Montreal 19-3. In Game 12, Atlanta defeated Seattle 12-5. In Game 13, Su Madre defeated Montreal 16-3. In Game 14, Tsunami defeated Quack 14-3. In Game 15, Team New York Aquatics defeated Seattle 6-3. In Game 16, Atlanta defeated Washington Wetskins 12-4. Heading into his final 25 meters in lane 2 in the odd pool is David Seda from Atlanta Rainbow Trout. With the time 18:52.05, David Seta, Atlanta Rainbow Trout.
So in Heat 1, men's 800-meter freestyle, the winner is Thomas Wilson with a time of 12:36.34. In second place, Tim Parks Lynch at 14:10.14. In third place, Barton Parnes from Long Beach Grunions at 15:38.19. In fourth place, Bill Donovan from West Hollywood, 17:12.62. In fifth place, David Seda from Atlanta Rainbow Trout, 18:52.05. And Ken Hurd bringing up the pack from DSC. And he is still finishing up his race.
Well, I messed something up.
And I believe DSC is... Ooh, I have two DSCs here. Maybe somebody in the chat room can help me out. I'm not sure if Ken Hurd is with Different Strokes Calgary or if he is with Different Strokes San Diego Masters. That's probably DSM. Where's the other one I saw here? Oh, Downtown Swim Club Toronto.
In water polo action today at 2:30, we have Montreal versus the Wetskins and Seattle versus Quack. Ken Hurd in lane 7 in the odd pool in his final 25 meters. With a new IGLA record, Ken Hurd from Downtown Swim Club with a time of 22:22. Heat 3.
See, I'm not convinced we're going to even out by 13 minutes. So I'm thinking 9 might just stay
And finishing Heat 2, we have in first place Jack Hubbard from San Francisco Tsunami. Second place, Matthew Hoffman. Fourth place, Mark Holt from Long Beach Grunions. Third place, John Warner, Long Beach. Fifth place, Adam Martz from Fort Lauderdale. Sixth place, John Vale. Men's Heat 2, you should be behind the blocks. Juanita DeFuca wants you to know that you can still buy tickets to go cruising.
Let's go ahead and introduce you to the players in Heat 3 of the men's 800-meter freestyle. In lane 1 is Larry Munn from English Bay Swim Club, Vancouver. In lane 2, Bill Carr from Team New York. In lane 3, Terrell Brown from MINN. I am not sure which team that is. Oh, Minnesota. Sorry, guys. Charles Larson, West Hollywood. In lane 5, Charles Bulldog. He's in the lead right now. Charles Larson is second. Charles Bulldog is from the English Bay Swim Club, Vancouver. Lane 6 is Jason Prudel from San Francisco Tsunami. Lane 7, Jay Olson, West Hollywood. And lane 8, Robert Bauscher from San Diego Swim Masters.
And finishing up in lane 1 from Long Beach, Don Derbyshire. Heat 4, men's 800-meter freestyle.
In the 1-2 spot in lane 4 and 5, Charles Bulldog from English Bay Swim Clubs, Vancouver. Right behind him, just actually closing in, is number 4, Charles Larson from West Hollywood.
In the water for the Heat 4 of the men's 800-meter freestyle in lane 1, Gavin Simpson, Team New York Aquatics. Lane 2, Jack Martins, Team New York Aquatics. Lane 3, Jonathan Bermudez from Team New York Aquatics. In lane 4, Tim Welch from Puget Sound Masters. In lane 5, James Cronin, Team New York Aquatics. Lane 6, Team New York Aquatics, Zachary Pappas. In lane 7, DCAC, Michael Parisi. In lane 8, Team New York Aquatics. It's almost as if Team New York Aquatics didn't invite anyone else to their heat.
Let people know that the relays on swim phone, the seating is incorrect, and we'll let them know when it's redone.
Juanita DeFuca would like you to know that there has been a little hiccup with swim phone and the seating of the relays. There was some interaction between Grinder and Swim Phone when Juanita was putting them in. She apologizes for any inconvenience, but we'll get that remedied very soon. And shortly after she finishes the conversation with a lovely young man.
Charles Larson, Charles Bulldog, neck and neck. 800-meter freestyles, heat 3 of the men's, event number 30. They are literally tied. Good race between both of them. Staying together. Creeping up in lane, let's see.
5 minutes in.
Lane 6, Jason Prudhoe from San Francisco Tsunami.
800-meter freestyle.
He's only a body, looks like
Oh, I was going to do something, but
body length and a half away from third place. Looks like we had a lead change now. Charles Larson from West Hollywood pulling away just a little bit. Half a body length over Charles Bulldog from English Bay Swim Club, Vancouver. Charles hits the wall with a time of 6:33.40. Right behind him is Charles Bulldog, 6:34.39.
Followed by Jason Prudhoe in heat 3 of the men's 800-meter freestyle. Leading in lane 4, coming off the wall. Charles Larson, West Hollywood Aquatics.
Charles Larson pulling away. He's now a full body length ahead.
Followed by English Bay, followed by San Francisco. Off the wall first, West Hollywood, followed by English Bay, followed by San Francisco.
Jason Prudhoe from San Francisco Tsunami making a push for second place. Gaining ground on Charles Bulldog from English Bay.
Just ask Doug, please do not post the relays. See where he is.
Doug Naylor, Juanita DeFuca does not want you to post the relays. Doug Naylor, Juanita DeFuca does not want you to post the relays. If you do, he will beat you with Mimosa Fillet's fin.
Jason Prudhoe continuing to gaining ground, trying to get in second place and improve his time here in the men's 800-meter freestyle heat number 3.
oh, I see.
In lane 4, Charles Larson continues to extend his lead. West
in heat
Hollywood.
3, San Francisco is pulling ahead of English Bay. San Francisco in lane 6, English Bay lane 5. The heat is still led in lane 4 by West Hollywood Aquatics, Charles Larson.
The battle for second place continues between lane 6,
San
Jason
Francisco
Prudhoe.
in lane 6 is moving ahead, gaining on West Hollywood in lane 4. In lane 5, English Bay. West Hollywood beats San Francisco to the wall. San Francisco gaining on West Hollywood. One second separating San Francisco and West Hollywood, followed shortly by English Bay, and in lane 7, West Hollywood. It's a race. West Hollywood and San Francisco in lanes 4 and 6, neck and neck, lanes 4 and 6. San Francisco pulling ahead of West Hollywood in lane 6. As we're going into the final lap, lane 6, San Francisco ahead by a length. West Hollywood swimming. We've got a race in lane 5. English Bay coming up behind in lane 6. San Francisco leading the pack in lane 4. West Hollywood in second place. Heading into the wall, Jason Prodel from San Francisco, first off the wall in his final 25 meters. West Hollywood, Charles Larson in lane 4, following less than a body's length separating them. Jason Prodel from San Francisco coming into the wall. San Francisco, lane 6, first place, Jason Prodel, followed by Charles Larson in lane 4, English Bay in lane 5 with Charles Boulder. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new IGLA record. Charles Larson from West Hollywood Aquatics with a time of 11:42.55.
Oh, maybe not. Actually, no, we don't. Jason Prodel.
For the men's 800 Heat 3, congratulations goes to Jason Prodel from San Francisco Team Tsunami with a time of 11:38.7, followed by Charles Larson, 11:42.55, and Charles Bodog from 11:46.10.
Jonathan Bermudez leading. Heat 5. And it is Jonathan Bermudez in lane 1, taking heat 4 of the men's 800-meter freestyle. followed by Gavin Simpson from Team New York Aquatics. Followed by Jack Martins from Team New York Aquatics in lane 2. In the water for Heat 5 of the men's 800-meter freestyle. In lane 1, Brian Stearns. In lane 2, Peter Beard from DCAC. In lane 3, Brad Cole from Team New York Aquatics. In lane 4, Brendan Roddy. In lane 5, Keith Myers from Tsunami. In lane 6, Michael Given from San Diego. In lane 7, Thomas Jolene from Team New York Aquatics. And in lane 8, your friend and mine, hometown hero, recently displaced to DCAC, Ross Linderman.
Do you have a heat sheet for coaches? Go to the clerk, of course, he has one for you. Okay.
Up next in the even pool is Heat 6 of the men's 800-meter freestyle. In the water in Heat 6 of the men's 800-meter freestyle is Josh Laser from Kansas City. In lane 2, Gene Kennedy from Boston. Lane 3, Ryan Blaney from Long Beach. In lane 4, Joseph Mara from Team New York Aquatics. In lane 5, Ryan Robertson from Orca. In lane 6, our meet director Jim Lazarson from Orca. In lane 7, Drew Jacoby from Long Beach, and in lane 8, Craig France from DCAC.
Brendan Roddy, DCAC, in the lead here, hitting the wall at 4:52.53, almost at the halfway point. Brendan is in lane 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes on Craig Franz in the even pool, Heat 6, lane 8. He is looking to break an IGLA record. The time to beat is 11:20.64.
Ross Linderman from DCAC, fellow team member, is in second place here in Heat 5. Center Pool men's 800-meter freestyle. You're watching live coverage. IGLA 2013 Championship brought to you by the CCE Sports Network, where diversity lives. DCAC is in the large team category with over 69 players coming out to this year's championship.
3-meter springboard, synchro diving, and platform competitions. That starts at 1 p.m. in the diving well. Beginning at 3 p.m. in the diving well, synchro competition will kick off. Juanita DeFuca wants you to remember that the Pink Flamingo is happening tomorrow at 4:30 in the diving well. There's going to be very stiff competition.
They decided they're going to do the Heat 9 in this pool. I think we're going to do it in this pool. Yeah.
Brendan Roddy from DCAC is currently in the lead in Heat 5 of the men's 800-meter freestyle, followed by Ross Linderman from DCAC in lane 8, and followed by Michael Given from San Diego in lane 6. Followed shortly thereafter by Brad Cole in lane 3 from Team New York Aquatics. Brendan Roddy coming into the wall, followed shortly thereafter by Ross Linderman, both from DCAC. Ross Linderman currently less than a body length behind Brendan Roddy. Michael Given just touching off the wall in lane 6. In third place, San Diego. Brendan Roddy getting a good kick off of the wall, gaining some ground on Linderman. Full 6 seconds ahead of Linderman. Michael Given holding strongly on third place. Brendan Roddy with a commanding lead in lane 4, coming into the wall, kicking off the wall for his final 50 meters. Linderman a full 10 seconds behind in lane 8. Roddy having a comfortable lead. Entering the last 25 meters is not going to be challenged. Brendan Roddy. Brendan Roddy coming into the wall, finishing first in Heat 5 with a time of 9:56.47. Ross Linderman now with the flags in the last 10 meters into the wall, kicking off. Oh my God, I was like a whole length behind. Whatever. In lane 6, Michael Given from San Diego.
Stay with the winner. Stay with the, no.
So
Will you have the will you ask him what he has? What? The clerk of court.
Ross Linderman coming into the wall. Finishing strong, Ross Linderman from DCAC with a time of 10:51.
Yeah. Ask the clerk of court what he has relays, but I didn't hear which ones.
Michael Given from Long Beach in lane 6 with a time of 11:01.82. In lane 3, coming into the wall, is Brad Cole from Team New York Aquatics with a time of 11:19.83. Heat sheets for the 400-meter freestyle relay are now available at the clerk of course.
Oh, I think maybe I need that. I think maybe I need that.
Congratulations for the Heat 5 men's 800 meter.
Brian Stern
Goes to
from
Michael.
Making Waves.
Excuse me.
Fifth place, 11:31.78, and
Goes to
Peter
Roddy
Ritter
Brennan
from DCAC.
from DCAC at 9:56.47, followed by Ross Linderman from DCAC at 10:51.17, and then Michael Givens from San Diego Swim Masters at 11:01.82.
Stumbling back to they would have let me in. Oh, thank you.
Oh my god.
Always flashing.
Do we have much of a race over there? It doesn't look like it. I can't tell. Long Beach, Ryan Blaney.
Heat 7. In the water, Heat 7 for the men's 800-meter freestyle. In lane 1, Mark White from Tsunami. In lane 2, Brock Jones from Oregon. In lane 3, Bruce Hobson from St. Louis Area Masters. In lane 4, Robert Breitel from Philadelphia. In lane 5, RJ from Team New York Aquatics. In lane 6, Fred Dever from DCAC. In lane 7, Chad Hagedorn from Puget Sound Masters. In lane 8, Brady Phillips. And in the even pool, Heat 6 of the men's 800-meter freestyle, Ryan Blaney coming into the wall in lane 3. Ryan Blaney in lane 3 coming into the wall. That's first place for Ryan Blaney with a time of 10:18.22, followed thereafter by Gene Kennedy, 10:27, followed by someone. Jim Lazarson, the meet director, with a time of 10:49.55, followed by Ryan Robertson with a time of 10:54.21. Craig Franz in lane 8 with a time of 11:05, a new IGLA record.
Let's introduce you to the folks in the water for the men's 800-meter freestyle heat number 7 here in the center pool. In lane number 1, Mark White from San Francisco Tsunami. Brock Jones in lane number 2 from Oregon. Lane 3, Bruce Hobson from SLAM. I believe that is St. Louis. Lane 4 is Robert Bridle from Philadelphia Finns. Lane 5, RJ Hermanet from Team New York. He is currently in the number 1 spot. Frederick Deaver, lane 6, DCAC. He is currently in the number 2 spot. 7 is unassigned, and lane 8 is Brady Phillips from DCAC.
To report to the West Hollywood Aquatics area, Ken Johansson.
Thank you. You're very welcome.
In the number 1 spot, RJ Hermanet has moved up. Well, no, he's still in the number 1 spot. 528.48 at the wall. Frederick Deaver, DCAC, 532.98 at the wall. He's in the 2nd spot. Frederick's in lane 6. RJ is in lane 5. Frederick is about 3 body lengths behind. And RJ is increasing his lead. This is the men's 800-meter freestyle, heat number 7. A little bit behind schedule. The 4x100 relay was supposed to start now, but that is what's next, the 4x100 free relay. RJ Hermanet extending his lead, hitting the wall right now at 6:41.76.
Begins at 12:30 with the bronze medal game, followed by the women's exhibition game at 1:30. The gold medal game for the 2013 IGLA Championships will be tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Attention, IGLA champions. Juanita DeFuca would like a cup of coffee brought to the announcer's table, please. What was your? I know that you got the time. What was your end time? Good job, Ken. How'd you do for your seat time? Seat time is 25. So you beat your seat time, okay? Coming up in lane 5, heading into his final lap for Team New York Aquatics is RJ Hermanet. In lane 3, coming up Bruce Hobson from St. Louis Area Aquatics, coming into his final lap. Also heading into the final lap is Fred Dever from DCAC. RJ from Team New York Aquatics has a healthy lead. Will take first place in the heat, but looks like between St. Louis and Fred Dever for second place. First place in Heat 7, RJ Hermanet from Team New York Aquatics. It looks like second place will go to Bruce Hobson from St. Louis Area Masters, followed shortly thereafter by Fred Dever in lane 6 from DCAC. Juanita DeFuca is looking for the clerk of course. Excellent swim, Fred.
Congratulations goes to RJ Hermanet, Team New York. His time 9:45.37, followed by Brock Jones from Oregon with a time of 9:59.15, and Bruce Hobson from SLAM 10:01.91.
You have to, when you click on the T, click on where you want to edit, make your changes, click on the arrow, then go back to the T and go to your next change.
Quay Rid from I am. Where's I am? Oh, thank you.
I heard you wanted to come.
Followed by Quay Rigg, followed by Bill Brenner from Sarasota, followed by Matthew Kinney from DCAC, followed by Robert Kennegeiser.
Heat 9, men's 800-meter freestyle. In lane 1, Mark Oldham, EBSC. Lane 2, Edward Mellison from CMS. Lane 3, Matt Trauner from IM. Lane 4, Justin Burkhart, DCAC. Excuse me. Andre Frapton's in lane 5, DCAC. Peter Velosin, lane 6, DCAC. He's leading right now. Lane 7, David Spires, Team New York. Lane 8, Brian Kremers, Long Beach.
CMS, yeah, lane 2. Colorado Masters.
In the water is the final heat of the men's 800-meter freestyle in the odd pool. They're not swimming there, swimming in the odd pool because they're odd. It's the odd numbered heat, the last heat of the men's 800-meter freestyle. In lane 1 from English Bay, Mark Oldham. In lane 2 from Colorado Masters, Edward Melanson. In lane 3, from Chicago Smelts, Matt Trauner. In lane 4, Justin Burkhart from DCAC. In lane 5, Andrew Frampton from DCAC. In lane 6, Peter Volleson from DCAC. In lane 7, David Spires from Team New York Aquatics. And in lane 8, Brian Kremers from Long Beach Grunions.
Do it in the computer.
In lane 6, Peter Volleson, DCAC, 246.44 at the wall, followed closely by Justin, his teammate, 246.91 at the wall in lane 4.
What?
Tight battle between Peter Volleson, DCAC, Justin Burkhart, DCAC, lane 6, lane 4. They are practically tied. We'll give lane 6 just a little bit of outreach, maybe a hand's length ahead. As he's starting to pull away, Peter Volleson, 355.04 versus 355.42.
No breaks in between swimming action here today on the 4th day of swimming competition of the 2013 IGLA Championships.
This is the last heat of the men's 800 meter. We're going to move directly into the 4x100 free relay. So that should be an exciting event. Don't go anywhere. The 4x100 free relay is coming right after this 800 meter heat.
Okay, buddy. So, halfway through, please start saying, "Where's my relay? Where are each one of the relays?" Because
Halfway through. So that's at 20.
Yeah, 20.
Go back
You
and
should
click
be
on
down
the
here
one
because
that's
there is
top.
no break. You know
Okay.
that whole lovely. I just want to.
No, remember you gotta go to 2. Trying to do lane 7. Hit. Roll down.
Juanita DeFuca just wants to reiterate that we will be going directly into the relays following the final heat of the men's 800-meter freestyle, which is currently going on in the odd pool.
Peter.
Leading the pack is Peter Volleson from DCAC, followed by Justin Burkhart in lane 4, followed by Matt Trauner from Chicago Smelts in lane 3, and in lane 4, Andrew Frampton from DCAC, followed by Brian Kremers from Long Beach in lane 8, followed by David Spears in lane 6, followed by Edward Melanson in lane 7, and Mark Oldham from English Bay in lane 1. Ladies and gentlemen, Juanita DeFuca is getting a little nervous that she doesn't see any of the relay teams for the 400-meter freestyle relay gathering at the odd pool, getting ready to swim.
Okay, I think it was your heat 3 over here, but I would hire you to announce, because we're over there, we're like seeing the race.
Peter Volleson, DCAC, in the lead. Justin Burkhart, he's in lane 4, just behind him. 800-meter freestyle, heat number 9. Peter extending his lead to almost a half a body length.
In lane 6, Peter Volleson is in the lead with a time 7:20, followed by Justin Burkhart, 1 second behind. Chicago Smelts in 3rd place currently, followed by Andrew Frampton in 4th place. Brian Kremer is in 5th place from Long Beach. Peter Volleson in 1st place after 29 lengths. Justin Burkhart in 2nd place. It's DCAC versus DCAC in heat 9. Going into the final 50 meters, it's Peter Volleson, DCAC, followed by Justin Burkhart, 3 seconds separating them. Justin Burkhart falling a little behind. Peter Volleson keeping up, maintaining the speed, heading into the final length of the pool. Peter Volleson is ahead, followed by Justin Burkhart in 2nd place. Peter Volleson halfway through the pool. Justin Burkhart gaining a little on Peter Volleson. Justin Burkhart in lane 4, Peter Volleson in lane 6. Lane 6, Peter Volleson heading into the wall. It's Peter Volleson followed by Justin Burkhart in lane 4.
Peter Volleson with a time of 9:02:03.
Lane 5 coming into, looks like he will take 3rd.
Justin Burkhart with a time of 9:05:36.
Andrew Frampton in lane 5, 3rd, followed by Matthew Trauner from Chicago Smelts. 902. Where's my 902? 902. Peter Volleson, 902. Peter Volleson, nope. Brent Cummers, 910. Mark Oldham. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next is the mixed 400-meter freestyle relay. If you are not there yet, you should have been 10 minutes ago. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. This is heat 1 of the mixed 400-meter freestyle relay. In lane 1, Team New York Aquatics A. In lane 2, Team New York Aquatics. In lane 3, Atlanta Rainbow Trout. In lane 4, West Hollywood. In lane 5, Team New York Aquatics. In lane 6, Long Beach Grunions. In lane 7, Boston Lanes. Who has my... I guess... I'm sorry. That was my bad. I need a heat sheet.
This is the first heat of the men's 4x100 freestyle relay. Team New York lanes 1 and 2, Atlanta lane 3, West Hollywood lane 4, Team New York lane 5, Long Beach lane 6, New England Masters lane 7. Out in front in lane 1, Team New York.
Okay, so what's the cruise announcement?
To the very top. It's got a hold for 10 seconds.
85 tickets left. $31
That's
a
only if
ticket.
available.
Team New York lane out 1, out with a fast start. In second place in lane 6, correction, lane 7, New England Masters.
Will you get me a heat sheet for this race? Because this is clearly not it.
Second player for the relay is in the water for Team New York in lane 1. New England Masters, second player in the water in lane 7. Of course, the number 1 and number 2 would be so spread far apart that you guys can't see them up close together.
Charles, stay on 1. Lane 1.
Team New York, fast start in the lead, followed by New England Masters in lane 7. They're drifting a little. Team New York out with a quick and fast start.
In first place, New York Aquatics in lane 1. Michael Tynan in the water. First place, Team New York Aquatics. Team New York Aquatics in lane 1, followed by lane 2. Followed by Boston Lanes in lane 7. Team New York Aquatics in lane 1, leading Team New York in lane 2 in second place, followed by Boston Lanes in lane 7.
Perfect.
Team New York in lane 2 is now in second place.
Boston Lanes in lane 7, gaining on Team New York in lane 2. Team New York beat Boston Lanes right off the block, and it's Team New York.
At the wall, 3:25.18, 4x100 meter freestyle. This is the first heat. Live coverage, IGLA 2013.
Edges out takes second place, edging out Team New York in lane 2 into the water. New York in lane 1, still comfortable lead. At the wall, Team New York in lane 2 and Boston Lanes in lane 3 were even. Team New York coming into the wall in first place in lane 1. Is it Team New York? Team New York in lane 2, at the wall, Boston Lanes off the wall. In third place,
Go, Marie, go!
Team New York ahead. Team New York ahead going into the wall in lane 2. Team New York ahead off of the wall, Boston Lanes in third place. Team New York in second place in lane 2. It'll be Team New York second place, Boston Lanes third place. It's West Hollywood in lane 4 against Team New York Aquatics in lane 5. Team New York ahead in lane 5, ahead of West Hollywood. Lane 5 is the women's 120 age group. In lane 4 is the men's 240 age group. Lanes 4 and 6. No. So Team New York Aquatics in lane 1, first place in the men's 120 age category. Boston Lanes in lane 7, second place in the men's 120 age category. Team New York Aquatics lane 2, first place in the men's 100 age category. And lane 5, first place in the women's 120 age category. Lane 4, men's 240 age category. West Hollywood in first place. Lane 6. And lane 6 is leading the women's 240 age category. Heat 2. In Heat 2, in lane 1, we have Squid Swim Team. In lane 2, Long Beach Grunions. In lane 3, San Francisco Tsunami. In lane 4, DCAC. In lane 5, Team New York Aquatics. In lane 6, Team New York Aquatics. In lane 7, Team New York Aquatics, men's 160. In lane 8, Team New York Aquatics. Lanes 1 and 4 are both in the men's 200 age category and will be racing against each other. Lanes 2 and 7 are in the men's 160 age category and will be racing against each other. Anita Cole in the water, leading the women's 240 age category. Long Beach Grunions have a juggernaut of a team, and it's because of their women's relay teams that they are leading in the team standings, currently in the medium team category. Anita Cole coming into the wall for Long Beach Grunions, first place for the women's 240 age category. Heat 2.
Is there a trash can over there? Yeah.
Taking the early lead in lane 6 is Team New York Aquatics in the men's 120 age category. Lane 6 is racing against lane 3, San Francisco Tsunamis. It looks like we have a race. Tsunami and Team New York Aquatics. Tsunami and Team New York Aquatics currently in the water. For Team New York Aquatics is Peter Iskrig. In the water for Tsunami is Daniel Howell. Tsunami is in the lead, followed by Team New York Aquatics is in the lead, followed by Tsunami.
In lane 1,
we have a race between 1 and 5, lanes 1 and 5. In lane 1, Squid racing against Team New York Aquatics in the men's 200 age category. They are off the wall. Team New York Aquatics entering the water is Zachary Pappas for the men's 120. In the water for San Francisco in lane 3 is Ryan Halquist for the men's 100 age category. In the water in lane 1 for the men's 200 is David Johnson. In the water for Team New York Aquatics is Brad Cole in lane 5. Lane 6, Team New York Aquatics in the men's 120, followed shortly thereafter by San Francisco Tsunami in the men's. I think I have it wrong. Men's 100. Yep. Okay. San Francisco in lane 3, Team New York in lane 6, Team New York into the water, in the water now, James Cronin for Team New York Aquatics, in the water for San Francisco, Kevin Scott. New York, a body length ahead of San Francisco. In the final 50, Team New York with a healthy lead on San Francisco. In lane 1, the Squid. Leading Team New York Aquatics in lane 5. Team New York Aquatics in lane 6. The final swimmer in lane 6. Team New York Aquatics of the men's 120 age category. Zach Martins in the water. In the water for San Francisco in lane 3 is Mark Dorschkind. Lane 5, Team New York Aquatics leading lane 1. Lane 6, Team New York Aquatics coming into the wall. San Francisco Tsunami in lane 3. It's Team New York Aquatics in lane 6. San Francisco in lane 3. Coming into the wall in lane 5 is Team New York Aquatics in first place for the men's 200 age category. Followed by Squid in lane 1 for the men's 200 age category. 4 and 6.
Did you not read that email?
Oh God. 6, 2, 5, 3, 6, 4. Heat 3. In lane 1, Queer Utah Aquatics in the men's 160 age category. In lane 2, Team New York Aquatics in the men's 72 age category. In lane 3, Long Beach Grunions in the women's 120 age category. In lane 4, the men's 200 age category, San Francisco Tsunami. In lane 5, the men's 120 age category. In lane 6, English Bay. In the men's 160, racing against lane 1. In lane 7, West Hollywood Aquatics in the men's 240 age category, racing against DCAC in lane 8.
Team New York out with a commanding lead in lane 2, followed by lane 4, San Francisco Tsunami, and lane 1, Queer Utah Aquatic Club.
At the change, it looks like it is Queer Utah Aquatics Club in lane 1, ahead of English Bay in lane 6. Lane 7, it's West Hollywood ahead of DCAC in lane 8. Lane 1 and 6 racing against each other. Lane 7 and 8 in the age categories. One and 6, we have a race. English Bay edging out Quack at the wall. It's English Bay ahead. Lane 7, West Hollywood Aquatics ahead of DCAC at the wall.
Team New York in its age group in the lead in lane 2.
English Bay in lane 6 fighting against Quack in lane 1. English Bay edging out Quack in lane 1. English Bay in lane 6. English Bay making the turnover in the water. English Bay ahead. Quack in lane 1. West Hollywood with a comfortable lead on DCAC. West Hollywood in lane 7, DCAC in lane 8. Juanita DeFuca wants to let you know some information about how to cruise in Washington State. There are 85 tickets left. You can buy at the merchandise table at the entrance of the Aquatic Center. Tickets will be available at the dock tonight only if they have not all sold out, and they will be $31 a ticket at the door. The cruise boards at 8:30, leaves at 9 o'clock. The cruise will be from 9 to 11 o'clock return time. In lane 6, we have English Bay with ahead of Quack by 2 lengths. Lane 7, West Hollywood Aquatics in the water. Comfortable lead on DCAC. English Bay, comfortable lead against Quack in lane 1. In first place in the men's 272 age category, Team New York Aquatics in lane 2. In lane 4, English Bay.
Nope, that's wrong.
In lane 4, San Francisco Tsunami, first place in the men's 200 age category. In lane 5, San Francisco Tsunami, first place, 120 age category. In lane 6, English Bay, first place in the men's 160 age category. In lane 7, it is West Hollywood Aquatics by a bit with first place in the men's 240H category, followed by DCAC, second place men's 240H category. In lane 1, Queer Utah Aquatic Club.
Were you given a medley relay?
Heat 4.
Were you given a medley relay one? Heat sheet?
Yes, it's
Okay,
in here.
as long as you got one.
Yep. Ooh, this mixing with the relays is very hard.
You're doing a great job.
Heat 4, men's 4x100 meter freestyle, DCAC lane 1 and 2, Quack in lane 3, Colorado Masters
In
lane
the
4.
men's 120H category, in lane 2, we have DCAC. In lane 4, Colorado Masters. In lane 5, Orca Swim Team. In lane 1, women's 120H category, DCAC. In lane 3, men's 72H category, Queer Utah Aquatics. In lane 7, DCAC. Men's 100H category. In lane 6, men's 200H category, Minnesota Masters. In lane 6, men's 160H category. Colorado Masters has the early lead in the men's 120H category. In the water is Dustin. Colorado Masters with a heavy lead in lane 4, followed by Orca Swim Team in lane 5 and DCAC in lane 2.
So as you may have noticed, there's mixed categories competing simultaneously in the same pool. So, and because we don't have Jason's set of information he has, that's Jason Stone is the announcer who is calling the race. It's hard for us to differentiate between the different categories. There's at least 3 different categories in the water right now competing in the same relay. So we'll try to keep up with you to make sure that you give you the right category as far as the shot is concerned. Our focus is probably going to be on the original winner who's leading in the pack overall, just to kind of let you guys know where we're at with the moving different camera shots.
Preparing to swim for Orca Swim Team in lane 5 is John Why Not Wiley. Final swimmer for Colorado Masters, Kevin Doherty in the water. Orca Swim Team in lane 5. In the water is John Wiley, the final swimmer. In lane 2, DCAC, the final swimmer, Dana Connors. Colorado Masters in their final 50 meters. It'll be Colorado Masters followed by Orca Swim Team, followed by DCAC. Colorado Masters, first place in the men's 120H category. Orca Swim Team, second place in lane 5, the men's 120H category in this heat. And in lane 2, DCAC, men's 120H category. In lane 3, first place in the men's 72H category is the Queer Utah Aquatics Club. And in lane 7, First place in the men's 100 age category is DCAC. And in first place, coming in with DCAC in lane 1, first place in the women's 120H category. Allison, how's about that? Labonte. Heat 5. In the men's 120 age category, in lane 1, West Hollywood. In lane 5, Atlanta Rainbow Trout. In lane 6, DCAC. In lane 7, Long Beach Grunions. In the men's 160 age category, in lane 2, DCAC. In the men's 100 age category, in lane 3, DCAC. In lane 4, in the men's 72 age category, DCAC. And in lane 8, in the men's 200 age category, DCAC. In the water for DCAC in the men's 72 age category is Joseph Labriola, leading the pack, followed by Sean Fitzgerald of Atlanta Rainbow Trout, followed by Andrew Frampton, DCAC. Neil Williams in lane 2 for DCAC. Once again, it's lanes 1 versus 5, 6, and 7. It's Atlanta Rainbow Trout in the lead in the men's 120 age category, followed by DCAC, followed by Long Beach Grunions.
5, 6, and 7.
It's DCAC edging out Atlanta Rainbow Trout. DCAC in lane 6, Atlanta Rainbow Trout in 5. DCAC first in the water in the men's 120H category. DCAC followed by Atlanta Rainbow Trout. We have a race in lanes 5, 6, and 7.
Oh, we did.
It's DCAC first into the wall in lane 6, Atlanta Rainbow Trout second in the wall in lane 5. DCAC ahead of Atlanta in lane 5. DCAC first off the wall in lane 6. The Trout are swimming upstream and gaining on DCAC. DCAC into the wall first, Atlanta Rainbow Trout second. In the water for DCAC is Ross Linderman. In the water for Rainbow Trout, Brad Willard. It's a fight, Brad Willard ahead of Linderman. Atlanta edging out DCAC. Willard ahead of Linderman. Willard at the wall first. It's Atlanta Rainbow Trout ahead of DCAC in the men's 120H category. Linderman in second. Heading into the wall for the men's 120H category. It looks like it will be Trout off the wall, followed by DCAC. Trout ahead of DCAC. In the men's 120H category, it will be the Atlanta Rainbow Trout, followed by DCAC. And Long Beach Grunions. in the men's 120 age category, and West Hollywood in lane 1 in 4th place in the men's 120 age category. Heat 1 of event 33. Mixed 400 meter freestyle relay. In lanes 4, 5, and 6. In the mixed 160 age category, we have in lane 4, San Francisco Tsunami. In lane 5, Orca Swim Team. In lane 6, Fort Lauderdale. In lane 2, Long Beach Grunions in the 120 age category. In lane 3, in the 200 mixed age category, DCAC. And in lane 7, Team New York Aquatics in the mixed 240 age category. Orca Swim Team with the lead. Followed by Swim Fort Lauderdale and Tsunami. It looks like Tsunami off the wall at the same time. Fort Lauderdale and Tsunami battling out for 2nd place. Orca Swim Team in the lead as Phil Brennan is 2nd into the water for Orca Swim Team. Swim Fort Lauderdale taking the lead as the 2nd swimmer into the water for Swim Fort Lauderdale, Kristen Bowles. Tsunami, Lawrence Fry, taking 2nd place away from Swim Fort Lauderdale. Phil Brennan of Orca Swim Team still with a comfortable lead in lane 5. Lanes 4, 5, and 6 battling it out for the mixed 160 age category. Long Beach Grunions 120 leading this heat. Tsunami in 2nd place behind Orca Swim Team. Tsunami in lane 4, Orca Swim Team in lane 5. Swim Fort Lauderdale in lane 6 in 3rd place. Jenny Ferry's on the block for Orca Swim Team. And it's Jennifer Ferry's into the water for Orca Swim Team in the 1st place in the mixed 160 age category. Colleen November in for San Francisco Tsunami. Swim Fort Lauderdale in 3rd place in lane 6. In lane 3, it is Matthew Hoffman in the water for DCAC. Next on the blocks for Orca Swim Team leading the 160 age category, it's Jennifer You Can Look But Don't Ogle! And in the water for Orca Swim Team, it's Jennifer You Can Look But Don't Ogle. They are in the lead with a comfortable lead ahead of San Francisco Tsunami in lane 4. And Swim Fort Lauderdale in lane 6. Long Beach Grunions in 1st place in the mixed 120 age category in lane 2. DCAC in 1st place in the mixed 200 age category in lane 3. Jennifer Ogle coming into the wall in lane 5, hitting the wall, off the wall. San Francisco in lane 4, coming into the wall. In second place behind Orca Swim Team in lane 5. And it's Peter Beard into the water for DCAC in lane 3. Jennifer Ogle enjoying that long lead. Now coming into the wall in first place, Orca Swim Team in the mixed 160 age category. And in second place, San Francisco Tsunami behind Orca Swim Team. And DCAC in lane 3, coming in first to the wall. Swim Fort Lauderdale coming in lane 6. It's Orca Swim Team, San Francisco, Swim Fort Lauderdale. DCAC coming in, edging out the Grunions. That's DCAC, first place in their age category. Long Beach Grunions in lane 2, first place in their age category. And in lane 7, Team New York Aquatics into the wall. In lane 7, in the 240 age category, the youngster of that group was Miriam Tuleo. In the water right now is Edward Johnson. And that is Team New York Aquatics, first place in their age category. Heat 2. In the water, we have, in the 200 age category, Long Beach Grunions versus Fins Aquatics in lane 7 versus Orca Swim Team in lane 8. DCAC in lane 2, mixed 100 age category. DCAC lane 3, DC 120 age category. Lane 4, Fins Aquatics against DCAC in lane 5 at the 160 age category. Coming into the wall, it was Meredith Killing Vampire Stickum. Lanes 1 versus lanes 7 and 8 in the mixed 200 age category. Lanes 4 and 5, Fins versus DCAC. Long Beach Grunions in lane 1, Fins in lane 7, Orca Swim Team in lane 8. It's the Fins in lane 4 ahead of DCAC. Fins a little ahead of DCAC in lane 4. Fins in lane 4, DCAC lane 5, and it's Fins into the water first after the turnover. And it's Orca Swim Team leading in lane 8 against Long Beach Grunions in lane 1. Fins with a lead on DCAC, Fins in lane 4, DCAC in lane 5. Sarah Welsh in the water for Orca Swim Team in lane 8. It's Fins in lane 4. It's Robert Kennegeiser in for the Fins in lane 4, anchoring the race. Coming in for DCAC in lane 5, it's Aaron Mayer. In the water now for DCAC in lane 5 is Frederick Dever. Sarah Welsh in lane 8 for Orca Swim Team. Lisa Dahl coming into the water in lane 8.
What place is Long Beach Grunions in? There you've seen it, lane 1. Because that's our competition for gold.
They're slow. I think
They're seated much faster.
they're slower. They're much slower.
And we have the Fins coming in lane 4, the Fins in lane 4. It will be the Philadelphia Fins in lane 4 for first place in the mixed 160H category. And DCAC in lane 5. The final swimmer in the water for Orca Swim Team, looking for gold, Lisa Dahl. First place, Orca Swim Team in the mixed 200H category. Second place in the mixed 200H category in lane 7 is the Fins.
Wait a minute, what happened in heat 1? There were some mixed 200s
I don't know. This made it really hard to call.
Oh yeah.
Impossible.
Really, yeah, because the mixed age groups.
So we're at event 34, right?
Event 34, the women's 100-meter backstroke, heat 1 behind the blocks. In lane 1, we have Ruth Rawlings from Long Beach Grunions, Jessie Hickel in lane 2 from Blue Wave Aquatics, Linda Larson, Swim Fort Lauderdale in lane 3, Ann Jacobus from Long Beach Grunions in lane 4, Ellen Vale from DCAC in lane 5, Zena Courtney from Blue Wave Aquatics in lane 6, and Nora Davidson from DCAC in lane 7. This is heat 1 of the women's 100-meter backstroke.